Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, Saturday Morning TVLog. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog. And this time around, it's the Tom and Jerry Kids Show, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera and Turner Entertainment. Hello again, I'm Joel, aka the Big D. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Well, I'm about to tackle another series with everyone's favorite cat and mouse duo. Well, after it had been 8 years since their recent series, the Tom and Jerry comedy show, ended, the cat and mouse duo returned, but this time in a kid form, kind of following in the footsteps of other series like Muppet Babies and the Flintstone Kids. This show was actually the first time Tom and Jerry series to be produced by Turner Entertainment, since they bought the rights to the characters from MGM. Which, of course, the show was produced by Hanna-Barbera, of course, they actually worked on some of the early MGM shorts. Plus, of course, the 1975 Tom and Jerry show. Now, the Tom and Jerry Kids originally premiered on the Fox network. Of course, this was one of their first shows, actually. Now, give me a second, folks. Anyway, the show originally started out on Saturday mornings, and then later went to 5 days a week. So, of course, this was a Saturday morning show. Now, the series is somewhat similar to the older versions of the original theatricals of the characters. But in terms of the violence level, they are far closer to the original cartoons than the previous television incarnations. Although it's somewhat milder than Hanna-Barbera's first Tom and Jerry series. But anyway, let me see now. Now, the show had all sorts of various segments. Of course, the Tom and Jerry Kids cartoons were based on the classic shorts of the originals, but they remained silent like their adult selves. Of course, the violence was toned down for younger viewers, which that was completely understandable. Now, there were some other additional characters. We have Spike and Tyke, of course. Who, of course, Tyke did appear with Spike in some of the original Tom and Jerry shorts. Now, strangely, of course, Spike is still an adult, and Tyke is slightly older in this series. But Spike still loves his son more than anything and enjoys spending time with him. But Tyke also now has the ability to talk and has grown smarter and more intelligent. But Spike's toughness is only used on occasions, as these segments mostly revolve around his love for his son and on teaching family values, which that was completely understandable. Now, of course, another character who comes back is Droopy, who, of course, was also featured in the Filmation series. But this time around, he has his son, Dripple. Now, apparently, in every episode, Droopy has a different job with his son, who always follows him as his assistant. Now, the two will usually end up clashing with the before unnamed villainous wolf from the Tex Avery shorts, who is named McWolf, who is envious of their success, will use any dirty trick against them to win, but inevitably fails. Now, the character of Red in the Tex Avery shorts, who wasn't seeing any of the other Tom and Jerry shows, actually returns, but is credited as Miss Vavoom. Another possible source of conflict between the two, as both of them have a crush on her, and she or a kiss from her is often the prize of some sort of competition. There were also detective segments, which would later go on to be featured in a spin-off series, Droopy Master Detective. Anyway, there were lots of other fun shorts as well, I'm pretty sure. Now, the show ran for 4 seasons overall. In the 4th season, they brought back a very underrated Hanna-Barbera character called Blast-Off Buzzard, who was featured in the Hanna-Barbera 77 series, CB Bears. However, unlike the original cartoons from that series, in this Blast Off Buzzard series, he and his nemesis, Crazy Legs the Worm, actually talk. Now, for those of you who've never seen this show was kind of a la Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, except it's the bird that's going after the worm. That's going after a worm this time. However, only a couple of episodes were made, unfortunately. But I can tell you that there were several of them. But anyway, there were 65 episodes produced and aired. After the show ended, the show got picked up for reruns on Cartoon Network, so that's fair enough and what have you. Now, let me see. The voice acting cast is pretty good. I mean, they had all sorts of great voices. Now, we have Don Misick now take over the voice of Droopy this time, and not Frank Welker, who voiced him in the Tom and Jerry comedy show. Don Misick, who of course was the original voice of Scooby-Doo, because he was still doing him at the time, since a pup named Scooby-Doo was still at the time. Frank Welker does the vocal effects, does however do Tom and Jerry's vocal effects, as well as does the voice of McWolf. Then we have Charlie Adler, who that same year was now voicing Buster Bunny on Tiny Toon Adventures, which also was on the Fox network. And of course, before this, he had recently done voice acting work in shows like Brave Star and Paddington Bear, the Hanna-Barbera version. Let's see. He voices Dripple. Let's see now. Dick Gautier is the voice of Spike. While Tyke is voiced by Patrick Zimmerman, who took over the voice of Elroy Jetson in Jetsons the Movie after the death of Daws Butler, which actually got released in theaters a few months before this, that same year. There's also some other voice actors, including William Calloway, Pat Fraley, Phil Hartman, and others. I'm going to say the show's fine. I didn't catch on with it at first, but I did take the time to watch it if I couldn't find nothing else to watch. I was getting bored with it or stuff. So I watched it a few times. I watched some of it, even on Cartoon Network. I know this also got shown Boomerang. I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, it did. Just had to remember. The first season was released on DVD, but that's now been 7 years now. No other seasons have yet to be released, though, unfortunately. So, we do hope for the best that we'll get some more. We'll find out. But anyway, that's about all I can tell you about the Tom and Jerry Kids. This is a show I would recommend you watching. It's fun and what have you. I mean, if you like your favorite classic characters in toddler kitty form, like Muppet Babies or even the Flintstone Kids, I'd say go for it. Tom and Jerry Kids, it's one of my few favorite 90s tunes, and I do like it for certain reasons. But anyway, that's going to do it. What did you think of the Tom and Jerry Kids? Did you grow up watching this? Please feel free to tell me in the comments section below. If you liked the video, like it, and subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me again next Saturday morning when I do another mischievous character, and it's, of course, the original Orange Fat Cat, Heathcliff. Now, mind you, this is not going to be on the Deke series with the Cadillac Cats, which that was 5 days a week syndication. No, I'm going to be focusing on the original Heathcliff from 1980, done by Ruby Spears. So be on the lookout for that. Now, if you liked what you saw, you can check out some of these other ones I've done. Now, in the upper left-hand corner is my Saturday Morning TV log of Dino Mutt, Dog Wonder. The upper right-hand corner is my previous Saturday Morning TV log of the Tom and Jerry Comedy Show. And as a bonus, the bottom left-hand corner is my recent review of the first, what would have been the first theatrical Hanna-Barbera anime feature, well, for some time to focus in the Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe, Scoob, which premiered yesterday. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya!